Welcome to Killing Floor 3, the game that is not out yet. Before we begin, this video and its footage are focused around the closed beta, so take everything with a grain of salt. Mechanics may change, bugs will be ironed out, and more content will release as time goes on. I know that sounds obvious, but a lot of people have forgotten the existence of words such as update, patch, and beta, product not final. No, it crashed! Ah! Oh, Adam, I think this might be a beta. No! To heal! Thanks! Did you know that this game is currently a beta? No, I got the negative bullets. What the? My ult didn't work. Beta product not final. Beta product not final, Adam. Now, I need to address the elephant in the room. But why? Nobody asked for this. You knew this was a bad idea. Quick addendum, Tripwire disrupted the space-time continuum and saw this video before I finished making it, so basically all the negatives I'll mention are actively being worked on. But most importantly, they're removing specialists! What? With that out of the way, let's talk about the fun stuff. The plus sides of the game begin before we've even started. That's right, we got a normal launch time. It doesn't take 5 minutes. We got it, baby. Let's go. The future is now. Starting our analysis proper, what better place to look than the combat itself? Killing Floor 2's combat boils down to 3 base components: holding ground as a team, running in a big circle while alone, and putting Zeds in the center of your screen to make them stop moving. Which reminds me, this is Killing Floor. We don't do crosshairs here. The first 2 things are alive and well in KF3, with a little help from your tools. Turn on turrets to hunker down, or set up a zipline to take your problems elsewhere. Whoa! See you later, punk. You can also set traps, deploy supplies, smelt Zeds, and activate the Big Suck if you're so inclined. It feels a bit strange to me that any class can use any equipment, but with limited syringes, no respawning pickups, and armor locked in chests, beggars can't be choosers.
Hey, can I have $2,000?
I have 4. The third arbitrary trait. What? Who writes this? The third arbitrary trait I mentioned is where things are getting a bit funky. Tripwire saw the epic aiming strategy of not moving your mouse and wanted to add a bit more verticality to the game. Not only did they perform leg extension surgery to increase the height of some Zeds who were perfectly average, I'm not short, stop being so tall! But they also added verticality to some of their mechanics. Whoa. Crawlers have become all-terrain arthropods, primarily spawning above you and trying to jump on your head like a spider from the bathroom ceiling. When I'm not recording, the frame rate is Husks are now equipped with a well-deserved jetpack, letting them parkour across rooftops and do some sick new moves.
He's doing the thing.
And Sirens can enter long mode. Oh my god. All of these things require you to lift your cursor above eye level and maybe even ADS. This change is noticeable the second you launch the game, and I love it. Having more dynamics to my Zed slaying experience made for a more intimate kill with each individual enemy. Don't worry, Adam, I got this spider. You ready for this? Watch. On top of that, the maps Tripwire concocted are designed around supporting the vertical mindset, with Army Depot being the staple of this mentality. Also, it's just really cool. But it'd be a little unfair if all the schmovement went to the enemies. That's right, we're rocking dynamic movement, with mantling, sliding, and even a little dash. And that burst of speed is rather useful when dealing with the big boys. What? Ah! Instead of just running at you in a straight line, the revamp of our favorite butcher and his freshly pounded flesh will perform a whole slew of ranged attacks and run at you in a straight line.
They just Kool-Aid man that wall!
It creates more interaction with these star players, giving them the air of an actual mini-boss. Oh yeah, I don't know if you'd... Ah! If only taking them down had some extra fanfare to reward this achievement. What's that? What is this? Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Let's go! Taking down a Scraker Flesh Pound requires a lot of time and even more ammo. I see our rolls are a little reversed right now, Adam.
Why were you beating the shit out of him?
I have no bullets. Unless you're a sharpshooter. Oh, yes. You can cut your losses and a neck by removing their head from the equation, but cracking open the armored enemy weak point here. Locations will leave them vulnerable to malicious manhandling, or a poorly timed slow-mo will have them service you instead. By the way, this extra investment of bullets isn't just for the dopamine rush.
Oh, that guy's dead.
And so are all those guys. The spontaneous gooification of anything large enough to be an Arnie impersonator will instantly juice the surrounding Zeds. That's right, not smithereen, not vaporize, juice. Yes. Have you noticed that a lot of this footage seems a bit more wet compared to your average gaming experience? I didn't want to see the same scope twice. Oh my god! That's thanks to the massive evisceration and trauma system. Meat 2 allows for dismemberment, skinning, and blood explosions. The dismemberment specifically comes with some interesting caveats.
Also, meat system going hard.
Meat system. That guy is alive, by the way.
Just chopped his arms off.
Look at him go!
Why'd you do that?
The flailing limbs of your aggressors double as damage sponges, taking potentially lethal blows and surprising you with a disarmed Zed later on.
Look at him over there. Poor guy. You're almost there. You almost got us.
Yeah. This may seem like quite the inconvenience, increasing the effective health of enemies and even more so for crawlers. But counterpoint. Oh, it's a Black Knight. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's so confused he doesn't know what to do. I'm a big advocate for any ragdoll system, but I can't help but favor viscera details that may just demonetize this video. Just in case. This video is sponsored by you. It's sponsored by you. You don't remember paying for this segment? Oh, well, I already made it, so... Give me your money. Except for you. You already paid. Mwah. Donate today at patreon.com/explosive tea. Explosive tea is not liable for any dissolving flesh that may occur at higher tiers. Do not donate through iOS, they will steal your money. An interesting development in the Killing Floor formula is the introduction of mutations. Oops, that's a lot of flash. Oh no. Bonus fire damage.
Well, we had a firebug or something.
You know how in Endless Mode in KF2 there would be the occasional round that was all Scrakes to spice it up? Well, in KF3 that happens in Survival. That's me. Mutations are the wayward waves of random nonsense designed to stress you out or sate your hunger. You know what? We got increased cut damage. I'll give you some cut damage. Come here, you fucks. Usually they'll stay on the mundane side, like increased crawlers or only ranged enemies. But the exciting twist of this threequel is that we gain benefits as well. Yo, bio damage, let's go.
Sirens spotting in large numbers.
Don't worry, I'll gooify them. Oh my god, holy shit. Okay, yeah, Adam, increased Zed sonic damage. I don't know if you knew that. You aren't nerfed by getting gypped out of this buff, but sifting through your weapons to find the right attachment for the job can make a mundane round into something glorious. Fléchette round. Oh. You know what? Let's actually talk about those. Weapon mods are the next layer of KF combat. Whoa! There's a whole crafting system geared around them, with materials dropping from the environment and enemies. Dude didn't have skin anymore. I got 4 items. The resources you gather and blueprints you unlock can make a variety of weapon modifications, from red dots and suppressors that are shared between most weapons, to a fast-acting healing dart and plasma that freezes Zed solid. You can recycle and rebuild these mods to roll for exciting high-tier bonuses, and upgrade the mods to make them even more unfair. The biggest bonus to customizing your loadout is the ability to have elemental builds. Killing Floor 3 has a Pokemon amount of damage types, and anyone who's played those games knows how important weaknesses and resistances are. What? Is she dead? That's a type advantage, baby. If you're playing this elemental angle, the shop gives you 3 randomly customized variations of each weapon that may have just what you need. Alternatively, you can just pick whatever's most amusing. I got 8 rounds. Aluminum or big balls of gas. I even put a skin on it. Look at its Greer.
That is gross.
Can you guess what this gun fires? My personal favorite is cold damage. The original freeze effect from Killing Floor 2 caused enemies to stand up straight for optimal shoot capitation. Now when Zids are frozen, they're stopped in their tracks, long spires of ice hanging off of them like they were hit by a snowball of liquid nitrogen. I adore this change, because, I mean, just look at it. It's dope as hell, specifically the 9th circle. By the way, changing your modifications changes the weapon's appearance. That may sound mundane, but serrating your swords or fidget spinning your grenade launcher is a fun way to distinguish your loadouts.
It's so funny, because a 3-mag grenade launcher looks really dumb. Just visualize that you're loading fidget spinners into your grenade launcher.
This makes up for the currently limited roster of weapons, but I still want options outside of katana. Or 2 katanas. I want something crazy, a kind of... So they better add more weapons to each class or else death. Just death. Despite that delay, I really enjoy this system. Not only does it provide a layer of customization I never knew I wanted, but the crafting, upgrading, and schematic system give me something to work towards besides making my XP number go up. Though that incentive is still at the forefront.
Dude, I'm about to bust.
Each class in Killing Floor 3 has 30 levels, half of which unlock 1 to 3 perks to choose from for a total of 15 active at any given time. This is already a far cry from the 5 we could have in KF2, but it gets better.
Oh my god.
As you murder anything that moves, you gain points that can be used to upgrade each skill up to 3 times, except for these 2. This lets you power level parts of your loadout you find more appealing and gives you ways to improve even after reaching max level. Overall, big yes for everything that's happening on this menu. Just let me access it during the prep phase. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we finally have it. Oh! After 16 long years, we've unlocked Red Barrel Technology.
Yeah, Red Barrel Technology. We're really advancing in gaming right now.
That barrel did a lot of damage.
Did it? I couldn't see. I'm busy pissing myself.
My main critique? Remove specialists. Nobody likes them. We told you nobody was going to like them. People are scared you're going to lock classes behind a paywall. Just don't do it. My secondary critique? Circumcised cysts. Have fun unseeing that cognito hazard. Overall, is KF3 a perfect game? No.
What?
The writing feels off with a weirdly chipper and sarcastic tone.
Remember to have your flammable and breakable items packed separately in a see-through plastic bag.
They need to greeble their sci-fi.
I love this car.
Taking UI inspiration from 2 Wouldn't Hurt with its red HUD and teal shop. No, I'm not biased, and I'm expecting a lot more content in the following year. But is KF3 a fun game? Absolutely. I played KF2 for a week preceding the release of the beta, knocking out achievements and truly understanding the horror that is nuked objective hell on earth. And Killing Floor 3 was a refreshing reprieve while being a familiar face.
What the? What? Why are there 3?
My genuine, unfiltered reactions while grinding this game into dust was... this game's fun.
Hey, this game pretty sick. You get to execute the guy's head explode.
And when it comes to Killing Floor, that's all that really matters. Thank you all so much for watching, and special thanks to these guys for letting me eat their quarters. I've been Explosive T-5, and I'll see you with...